The Los Angeles Lakers hired JJ Redick as a head coach for the first time in his career. The only coaching JJ has done is for his son, and he is younger than you probably watching this video. A 4-year contract after missing out on Dan is very shocking news for Lakers fans. This is going to be an unscripted opinion video, and what does this mean for the Los Angeles Lakers? If you're new here, please be sure to consider hitting that subscribe button as we are staying very consistent even though basketball is over. Again, congratulations to the Boston Celtics. So what does this mean for the Los Angeles Lakers? As someone who's been watching The Old Man and the Three Things for almost 2 years, I can say with certainty that this is going to be a more than marginal upgrade from Darvin Ham and the previous staff we saw in Los Angeles. JJ is youthful, something we can see watching the Joe Mazzulas of the world kind of dominate the head coaching scene, even someone like Will Hardy over in Utah. A younger coach for some means inexperience, but for others means relatability. Today's world of NBA players, many people tend to call them divas, many people tend to call them crybabies, this, that, the other. I don't fall on that particular line of disencouragement. However, with a younger team, with younger superstars, younger players getting deals, NIL deals are a big thing. This just means a younger man or woman in charge of you is just more relatable. When Joe speaks the Kurd, they very much listen, and I think we will see the same thing for JJ Redick. It's interesting that JJ Redick is closer in age to LeBron James than most of these other NBA players. JJ's resume as a career athlete, dating back to Duke, is very impressive. Has he won an NBA championship? No. Has he even been in the NBA Finals? No. But at Duke, he was a hell of a player and probably your least favorite player if you're a North Carolina fan. But JJ just has such a unique mind for basketball. Him, Nekias Duncan, and Steve Jones Jr., they have a very, very great discussion weekly on JJ Redick's The Old Man and the Three podcast. You guys should check it out. They partner up with the Dunker Spot. The Dunker Spot is Nekias and Steve. And Nekias, Steve, and JJ, they sit and they talk hoops, and it's so just pure. You know, and nowadays there's a lot of race baiting, there's a lot of clickbaiting, there's a lot of just saying things for a thumbnail, if you will. And it's a beautiful breath of fresh air to see that. Obviously, we know about JJ and LeBron's podcast. Stephen A had some race baiting things to say in regards to that. I think it's about time we just admit the fact that JJ will be a good NBA head coach. Now, this could age poorly, but I do think that it's going to be not only good for next season, probably the last year of competition for LeBron James. If LeBron is competitive and averaging 28 and 8 a year or 2 years from today, I mean, I'll be so shocked. But it's going to be very, very good for the young and the older people in this locker room for JJ. Do I think it instantly makes them into a championship contender? I don't necessarily believe so. I think such a big adjustment like this may take some time. Now, if the Lakers were to stay healthy during the season, mainly LeBron and Anthony, and then if they decide to keep Reeves or D'Lo, if those guys can stay healthy, yeah, I think it will be good. But if not, I think if they can acquire someone like the rumors say, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, DeMar DeRozan, all these different names are floating around, it's really hard to say whether they will be a championship contender because at the time of recording this, June 20th, by July 20th, by August 20th, by September 20th, the team is going to look different every single month. So until the tip-off for the first night of the NBA starts, there's really no way to say. However, I do think once the playoffs rolls around, JJ will be having his guys just ready, well equipped. I think that's something Darvin Ham sort of failed to do. Darvin Ham was very in love with Taurean Prince, very in love with these guard lineups. I think with JJ Redick, he's going to bring that authority where you kind of just say, hey, even if LeBron or Anthony, if you guys aren't having a good night, you're going to be on the end of the bench. And that's just the hard truth. And that's how we're going to win basketball games. I think JJ will bring a little bit of that hard-nosed mindset back. If you listen to the stories JJ's told about how he was coached not only at Duke, but in Los Angeles, he was kind of coached during that tough love phase, or at least one of the last tough love phases. There's that legendary story about him and Coach K, where Coach K says, look, you're the reason, we're not champions. You are not a champion yet. And JJ says, I think it was on Andrew Schultz's podcast, he said, I will never let, someone say that about me again. I'll never let someone say I'm not a champion again. The Lakers, this last postseason, they had I almost said a bad word, a not so great run, But if you look at the statistics behind that run, it says otherwise. Obviously, we know they led Denver in pretty much all of those games, but they just couldn't finish. They couldn't close. I think JJ brings an aspect of clarity, like I said in the very beginning of this video, an aspect of just dominance in the sense that if the guys that are going to win the game need to be on the floor, they're going to be on the floor. It seemed like Darvin Ham was playing with a little more emotion and a little less thought. Someone like JJ, Joe Mazzulla, Will Hardy, mentioned all three of these guys. They're younger, they're basketball sickos, as JJ likes to say. They care about the game, they care about the people playing the game, but they care about winning the game more than the people playing the game, and that's what I absolutely love about JJ. Do I think the Lakers are going to draft Bronny? Just real quick, I'll touch on this before we get out of this video. I'm not entirely sure if it's backbreaking. I'm seeing some people go as far as to say that they should draft him at 17. I'm seeing LeBron do some reverse psychology, talking about I don't really care if I play with Bronny anymore. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with that situation, but what do I think about the JJ, just to kind of, put a stamp and finish this video? I think this will make them a marginally better team. Do I think they're instantly going to make the NBA Finals? No. But do I think they're going to lose in the first round? Also no. I think that the Lakers, if they can remain healthy under JJ's authority, if everyone buys in, I think this team could make a run. I think they could go as far as the finals. It's very hard to tell. Like I said, the talent now that I see on this roster is not going to be the same as I see August 20th. As is, if we took last year's Lakers team and put them with JJ Redick as head coach, I do believe that they would have gotten farther than the first round. I do believe if it was not Denver, they still probably would have gotten farther than the first round. But this is all just speculation. What do you guys think? Congratulations to JJ Redick on your first NBA coaching deal. I'm sure it's going to be the first of many. If you made it this far, I appreciate your support as always. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed. Peace.